can say hello. Hello to everybody who's watching.
Woohoo!
We are here in another place than normally. I hope this is like working now. It's quite yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hi.
So, good evening. There are the people. And here is the wonderful, beautiful, lovely Zoë Bestel
Oh.
for you tonight.
Oh.
And with me, and I'm so honored that you're
And
here.
with you?
No, you're
Just with me. The beautiful, lovely Marta.
No, thank you. Also, really, I'm so. It's such an honor that you're here with
Oh.
me in the little home studio here. I hope you hear us. Ich hoffe, ihr hört euch. Uns. And we have an English Ukulele Plausch tonight because Zoë Bestel comes
Speaks no German.
from Scotland. She speaks a bit, perhaps.
No,
Yeah.
not
A
enough.
bit? Not enough.
No.
Yeah, not enough. But you can also ask your questions in German in the chat or in English. And we have a wonderful Plausch together tonight. And Zoe, of course, will play some of her beautiful songs for us. And we have many things we want to discuss tonight. But first, there is a small raffle, I think.
Oh yeah.
Shall we do a raffle first?
Yeah, we can do the raffle
Or-
first. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and then you can introduce yourself and
Okay.
or yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, because there comes hello from
I'm wearing my glasses.
yeah, we have you on the screen there.
Who've we got?
Hello and guten Abend.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so nice. Oh, hello.
And yeah, so we have a small raffle for you. This means is like you can win something tonight. Can
Oh yes. Okay.
because
so,
Zoe is not only a songcrafter, she is not only a wonderful singer, but she's also a artist in general. But she's also like a, how do you say, a scarving artist? No, what?
carving.
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 Oh, scarving is
Yeah,
something
yeah.
else. Carving artist, like this.
yeah.
Yeah, it's carving.
Yeah.
And she makes beautiful printings. And she brought us two. Yeah, my English is so bad.
No,
She
no,
brought-
you're so fine.
you
You're so
can
fine.
always laugh. She brought two of her carvings.
Yes, I did. You won't win these. You'll win what I print from them. But
And you win the printings.
yes, so I have my tree. So this will be backwards. You'll see it. I can't flip it around for you. And then this is my Celtic. I thought that was a good play on words. So yeah, tree and ukulele, whichever one you fancy. But I will be printing those tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow
Yeah.
here will be not. Here's this
It's
flat is a bit.
It's a studio.
Yeah, it's a studio, and it's also like a printing studio tomorrow. And so we will print some of her cards, and you can win one if you now share this stream with someone you think that should like have a nice evening with us, and you can like call the person, or you can share on chat or on Instagram or everywhere you want. We don't control that. But then when you share the stream and tell the person that they should join us tonight, then you write what word should they write in the comments?
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit.
Ah.
Because of the grapefruit
Uh-huh.
Radler we
Yes.
are drinking. Oh, you are drinking. Good. Grapefruit in the chat. and you have time until the end of a song that Zoe will play for us
Right now.
Of course. And I will write everyone who wrote.
Okay. Yeah. Lovely.
On
All right.
on a little. How do you say?
In the chat, wrote the word.
Yeah, the grapefruit. Who wrote grapefruit is in the Raffle. He got a Raffle ticket. Yeah. We do it like this.
Do you want to say that in German as well? Would that
Ja, okay.
Ja.
Also, Zoe hat gesagt, ich soll es nochmal in Deutsch erklären. Also, wenn ihr eine wunderschöne Karte von Zoe bekommen wollt, dann könnt ihr die heute Abend gewinnen. Und zwar müsst ihr einfach nur Grapefruit, das Wort Grapefruit, in den Chat schreiben, wenn ihr diesen Stream mit jemandem geteilt habt. Also, ihr teilt zuerst den Stream, egal wie, und sagt, kommt alle her. Heute Abend ist die tolle Zoë Bestel live on YouTube. Das müsst ihr mitbekommen. Und dann, schreibe ich euch gleich auf so Zettelchen und dann nach dem Ende des Songs, den Zoe gleich spielen wird, ist dann die Zeit vorbei. Ja, würde ich sagen. Ja. I have some paper here. And then I think I make some little tickets.
And I shall sing.
We start the evening with a song.
Yay.
And you're free to tell everyone everything you want.
Okay. Well, this is my new single that came out last Friday. It is called Another Chai Morning. It's on everywhere that you would usually stream music from, but this will be a much more stripped back version. Obviously, it doesn't have the instrumentation that's on it. There's some piano and there's some fiddle. It's a very chill tune. It's a nice one to begin with, I would say. Yeah. Okay.
So I make the last ticket.
Yeah, you do.
And then I'm crying and listen to you.
Okay. Another Oh, it's so nice having an audience.
I knew it would be wonderful, but it is so enchanting and it's so wonderful to sit here and have like a personal concert. Yeah, I forgot completely to write all the names. So
that's fine.
Yeah,
that's
so
allowed. I can chat about things instead. Hang on, people are saying nice things, so let's see.
Can you read that?
I don't think so.
Sorry, your voice is so beautiful. Like a warm summer breeze.
Oh, that's
so
very kind.
Said Annika. So beautiful.
Thank you.
So cute, that idea, said Tillman. Grapefruit. Okay, I write all the grapefruit. All the grapefruits.
Oh, it's my dad. Hello, Dad.
Hello. Hello, Dad of this wonderful woman. And Annika. Und Jörg ist auch dabei. Cool. Hello, Jörg. Jörg is
thank
one
you,
of
Maria.
my patrons, and Anja too. So yeah, you're here. Cool. So I hope I didn't miss.
Hello, Kenny as well. It's one of my team Bestel.
So we have
and Mike. Hi, Mike.
some Raffle tickets, but we will make the raffle in the end.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Oh, there's a couple of my team there too. That's nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, tell us, who are you? there were some patrons there, and you already know a bit of Zoë, but perhaps you can tell us where are you from and what are you doing? What are you doing here in my living room?
Hello, I am Zoë. Hi, Larry. I am. So I am a musician. I am a singer-songwriter, and an ukulele player. And I've been playing, since 2011 now, I think. So over, nearly 15 years. That's crazy.
No.
Yeah. So I am here because I was playing in Germany, but then we had some gigs on that tour were cancelled, and I went back to my friend's wedding, which is very nice. But I'm here en route to Poznan Ukulele Festival that we're both playing at.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice to travel with you. It will be lovely.
Oh.
I know. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, they will be fun. Yeah.
And I love Berlin. Oh, we're playing tomorrow. That's true.
Yeah.
If anyone is in Berlin or knows anyone that is in Berlin, tomorrow we are at Speakeasy
in Berlin-Schöneberg.
Great, you pronounced that better than I would. And that's at 7. That's at 19. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. There at 7 you can. It's like doors, and at 8, it starts. But yeah.
Okay, good.
Come early and have a drink with us.
Yeah.
Oh, there's perhaps my daughter. She forgot the key.
Woo.
I know. Okay. Or technical support is opening the door. Yeah, we are here, and I Zoë is here already for a few days, and we already discussed, or we thought about, when did we meet the first?
Oh, that's
when
true.
Have
actually,
we
yeah.
met the first time? And and I think when I met. Yeah, no. Well, we can first. When did we meet the first time? When was it?
I've forgotten already.
I think it was in Berlin.
It was in Berlin. Yeah, it was in Berlin. So it would have been like 2018, maybe.
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
2018. 2018. Yeah.
And then it was a Berlin festival, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, my big encounter with Zoë was in Finland.
Wait, did we not meet in Prague first?
Yeah.
After that?
Yeah, after that. But that was the same year? No.
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
But it was in...
like end of July. There's always end of July in Prague.
And then when was... What year was it? A year later? So maybe that was 2017, and it was 2018.
I think it was 2017 in Berlin, and then 2018 in Prague. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then that was also in Finland.
Yeah, and then in Finland there was the folk festival, Haapavesi Folk Festival, and Zoe gave a songwriting workshop, 1 week of songwriting, and I will never forget that because it really changed my life. Really, yeah, you changed it because of this workshop. I started songwriting.
Yeah. Oh, what was the first song that you wrote? I can't remember now.
It was a song, I remember it completely. It was a song about a snowflake that fell in love with the mountain. It's a German song.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this. Yeah. Oh.
And it was so Zoe has many beautiful ideas that we will discuss in this evening too, how to start a song. And one of these ideas was we should write, I think, blue in the middle of a sheet,
a spider diagram.
Yeah, and then we everything that came us in mind, came in mind that we should write down. And I think I wrote something like water, and then I got to snow, and then I got to mountains, and then I had this image of the snowflake that falls in love with the mountain. That's beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah.
What happened to this song? Where is it now?
Yeah, it's
not
my,
in your repertoire.
It's a bit in my repertoire. When I have a whole set, when I have a whole concert, then I play it. But yeah, it's a very tiny little song.
Like a snowflake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's really nice.
And I like the song. A good friend of mine, she likes it a lot.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is good to know that the song is also liked by others. I think it's good to know, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it helps.
It helps.
I'd say, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, massively.
Do you have songs that are like
that people don't like?
No, that are hidden, and you think, oh no, I should.
Yes, but for different reasons.
I
think because they feel too personal to share.
Yeah, I can
just
imagine
now. But I think there's some that I haven't, that I don't like actually. Some that I've written and then gone back to, and there's elements of it, but I think that's all part of the creative process. So there's things that you enjoy about. There's a reason why you liked and wrote that song, I guess, whether it's the theme of it or whether it's the musicality of it or the melody line. There's something about it, which is why you felt like you needed to make it. And whatever that essence is, you can then carry that on. So it's like a first draft of something. I remember when I was younger, I used to think that every single song that I made had to be completed the way that it was, and that must become... I had a load of pride about that, which was really ill-placed. That everything that I made was something. Had to be something because it meant something. And I remember someone asking me, I went on a songwriting course for a weekend and wrote a really silly song about a fire blanket, you know, the reflective... I can't remember it now, but yeah, he asked me, he was like, are you going to release this? And I was like, yeah. And no, of course not. But I had so much, I was like, no, every single song I make is some sort of... It was a very teenager, prideful idea that... yeah. But do I have any that are hidden away? I have unreleased songs, and I have songs that I've not played in a while. I have songs from like first EPs that I wrote when I was like 13 that I don't sing anymore. But that's kind of just because I outgrew them, but they have their place. You know, people still enjoy those songs. Yeah. So there's a point to them, but I don't know whether I'd resurrect them, really. I don't think. Yeah.
So when did you start with songwriting?
So I've always wanted to be an author. I've always wanted to write. Because I grew up in Scotland's national book town. So there's 13 secondhand bookshops in Wigtown. I know, maybe 14 now. But there's many bookshops, and every year there was a book festival, and there was different authors that would come to the book festival. And I had in my mind that I'd be a writer and also an air hostess. An air hostess, on the plane.
Air hostess, yeah. like to give out the coffee and okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, but then I'd like do that, and then I'd write. I had these things in my head that I would travel and I would write.
Of course, yeah.
And so that was really what I thought I'd do. And then
that's beautiful.
I know, it's quite sweet, isn't it? And then but this was before I'd kind of discovered music. I'd always sung, apparently. I sung before I could speak.
Oh, beautiful.
So my parents say.
Yeah.
I was always singing, and I'd make up little songs, and I'd sing around the house, and I loved singing. But it was never something I'd connected with. Hadn't fully connected. It was something that I loved doing until I got given an ukulele by family friends. So I'd been musical. I'd played recorder and oboe and piano and flute, and I'd like sung in school plays, and I'd been like quite confident to get up on a stage and do acting and things like that, but I hadn't connected that I could write and also perform until I was handed something that meant I didn't use my mouth to play music.
Yeah.
So, and then I discovered the ukulele, and my first song that I learned on ukulele was Hey Soul Sister by Train. Hey Soul Sister, hey Sister.
Yeah.
So those chords were like, they won't be the same on this, but it was like no, that's wrong. I can't remember it now. But it was like it was a 4-chord sequence anyway. And I stole that 4 chords because you can. And then I wrote...
Because it's not stealing.
No, it's not stealing. I used those.
You used those.
And I wrote a song called Be With Her, which I've allowed my Team Bestel people to see, but no one else. And it was this made-up story about a relationship that I wasn't having. I was 13.
Oh,
so it was this made-up thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the origin anyway. Ta-da.
Oh.
And the rest is history. Yeah.
No, it's history. You're so young. It's not history. Like it's. So I have to look what the people is.
Oh yeah.
Asking. Or
Hello.
Are you already asking? I would love to hear a song about the snowflake. Anya said, "Oh yeah, I will play it for I would play it for my ukulele crew, for my ma crew. I will play it." So Jörg is asking, how do you choose your ukulele? What is the most important criterion for you if you get an instrument? Oh, this is quite ukulele deep talk already.
No, this is good.
Yeah, so you got an ukulele, but it wasn't this.
Yes, I got an ukulele. It was a brand called Blue Moon, and I've never seen them since.
Ooh.
It was a little kind of like €20 soprano. I still have it because it's too sweet to get rid of. And I played that for a while until I realised there were other ones, other sizes, and then I went straight to tenor. And I had that's a lie. I had what was it? It was red. It was a red wood. I think it was a dyed red wood. I can't remember. It was a well-known brand. It was more of a well-known brand anyway. Like a well-known guitar brand.
Ah, yeah.
So I had, I can't remember that now, but that was mine for a while, and I got a clear water baritone. So I had this little soprano, and a clear water round back, like it was a plastic round back, because I really loved the, is it Varian? With all the little holes in the classic kind of round back guitar style things, but I really liked this clear water. It was a spruce top, I believe, if you're wanting some more in-depth ukulele chat. And I loved that, and I really loved baritone. And then I was endorsed by Carla, and I got a Carla baritone and a Carla tenor. I think that was my first tenor. And then I stopped playing tenor, and I was quite exclusively on the baritone. And then I was actually the third time that we met, I also spoke to Sarah Maisel and Craig Chi, and they were adamant that I needed to speak to Canalea.
They are from Hawaii.
They're from Hawaii.
Yeah, they are a couple of singer-songwriters also, from Hawaii.
Yeah. And they're very good friends with Joe and his wife, whose name's just gone out of my head, but they run one of the famous K brands of Hawaii. So this is Canalea, so there you go, you can see that there. And this is a custom Zoë Bestel. I am now a Canalea artist. So this is all koa, because that's what I wanted. And I have this beveled edge and this cutout that I barely use, but I just like, I don't know, I just like holding it there and like the way that it is. This is all these bits like ebony. The markers are also custom, and they have, do you know this? They have I wanted a 12th fret moon, but I didn't want it bone inside, so this is sand from Kailua Beach.
Yeah, you told me,
yeah, and that's so that all the inlay is sand, and I went to visit that beach actually when I was on Hawaii, which is very nice. So yes, and I've had this since, and it's my favourite instrument, and I love it, and I play it all the time. I probably don't clean it as much as they want me to. When I went to the workshop, they immediately took it off me and went and cleaned it. It's like, I'm a folk musician.
It has to be in quarantine. You're a folk musician.
I know, yeah. Like, I know. Yeah. They're working instruments.
Yeah,
I'm not keeping it pristine, you
yeah,
know.
That's true.
Yeah, but I mean, they showed me all the way that they'd like all the bookmarking. Don't look at the crack that's on it. That doesn't exist.
Crack, yeah.
Shh. I'll get it fixed later. It was an accident. There's also a big ding in here somewhere. It's mine anyway.
Yeah.
Is the point?
Yeah,
you know?
it's yours.
So,
yeah, it can be also like with ketchup and everything.
Yeah. I'm a folk musician.
Yeah.
Stag. I think it was a stag. The little red one that I had. I think is that. Yes, it was my dad saying stag. There we go. Yeah. I can clearly remember you coming to see us and saying, "I've written the song. We were blown away." Oh, there you go.
Clearly remember.
Yeah.
But you can read that. I'm so old.
Oh, I need glasses.
Do you want my glasses? And then you ask, what are the criteriums? What are the
criteria?
Criteriums when you choose.
When I want something. Yeah, I'm not keen on a bright sound. I don't need it to ring out and be really loud, because my music isn't either. I really like the softer woods. That's why it's completely koa. I was happy with it being a much warmer kind of depth. That was an important element to whenever I played most things, even though I had like a really lovely, with the Clearwater, I really liked that instrument, and it was a spruce top and it did have more of a ring to it. But my other baritones were a type of koa, I think, acacia, but this is Hawaiian koa, and I did try other things, but I think that was my main yeah, it was. And also making sure that the neck's not too thick. There's a couple of ukuleles that I have that are like, I feel like when I'm holding them, I want to not have to think about that I'm like holding on to this instrument. I'd prefer it. That's why it's quite nice. And no gloss. I don't like gloss. It's so important to me that it's like as matte as possible. This is a satin finish.
Yeah.
So that's why the dirt comes up a bit more. But yeah, that's a taste thing. And I think it affects the sound slightly. Yeah, if you want to be more...
Yeah, this is what I don't like on my
high gloss.
High gloss, yeah. I bought it because I was so... I wanted this Koa Loa and then... Yeah, I like it also more like with the satin or finish and not gloss. Yeah, I can... Yeah, totally understand that. But I have now my ukulele.
It's a lovely instrument though.
It's also lovely, yeah. I like to play it. It's I like is when the strings are not so high. And
the action's low. Yeah, that's also an important thing too. Yeah, I think as long as there isn't as many different things that aid you not thinking about what you have to do. Yeah. Especially because you don't want it to ring out. I mean, I don't want it to ring out so much. I never really play many gigs where I'm not amplified because my voice is so quiet anyway. It doesn't make sense for me to have an instrument that dominates a room. Yeah. And when you play it, you can hear it all the way over there. I don't need that. It would be a little bit more useful in a jam setting when I find myself there, but most of the time this is for me. You know? This is an instrument and a tool to aid me writing. It's not really for others. And that's why I plug in and then anyone can enjoy. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think it's time for another song, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. Do you have any song you want for us? Do you have an old song that is not like too old and not because we talked about this very first I can do one from Transients. I can do Gumi. You know this one?
When's on Transients then? I know.
Yeah, on Transients. Yes. Yeah, it's about how the moon and the sea are in love.
That's beautiful,
but it's unrequited. And the word is a Turkish word that I found when I was Googling, because I wanted one word, just a single word for the album name. And before I came across Transients, I found this word Gumi, which is when the moonlight shines on a large body of water. And I'd just written this song, so it worked really well. I hadn't just written it, it was just unnamed, or it just didn't have a name. Yeah. I think it was called like Moon and Sea or something. So yeah, it all worked out in the end, which is nice. I met some Turkish people and they told me I was pronouncing it correctly, and that is what the word means, because sometimes Google can lie. But no. Okay. She wore a trench coat, he wore a skirt. They follow each other around the earth. Glowing at night, she sways in the day. But when the sun shines, he's nothing to say. She wore a veil and he wore a cloak. When he outshone the stars, she'd mirror them
No.
2 seconds.
The rice from the burrito.
No,
coming.
no, it's not. I think it's a tickle from the wedding. I have not recovered. She wore a veil and he wore a cloak. When he outshone the stars, she'd mirror them both. Her harmony hidden from the fierce eyes of crows, for their darkness would drown all the love that they know. She let her hair fall. He had a comb. When the fog would disperse, he'd guide the way home. She rode a storm, lost her heart on a whim. If only it rained much closer to him. This is impossible. It is if you believe it's true. How is this possible? Just believe in love like how I do. He is the moon and she is the sea. They followed each other for eternity. Never quite reaching gaze from afar, but they yearn for more when it's all in their
Oh, thank you. It's so good to can applaud for you in real because Zoe has a wonderful, beautiful live stream nearly every week.
Nearly every week.
Nearly every week.
On
On Wednesday evening.
At 7 p.m. BST, but 8 p.m. CST.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know what you can do next week too,
Not next week,
but the week after that.
but the week after.
You
Yes.
can. You know what you
I
can
will.
do? You can subscribe to Zoe's newsletter and then you get
Oh,
informed.
that's true. Yes, it's so true. Yes. zoebestel.co.uk.
Perfect. Yeah. So we got already so many questions. What I was asked myself if there was no other questions. Jörg asked if you like warm and sound. Have you tried mango? I just bought a mango glue for this reason.
Yes, I have tried mango. I do like mango, and then it's aesthetic. I don't particularly like the look of mango. Sorry,
Aesthetic,
I know
yeah.
you've just bought one and you can love it, but I prefer the reddier tones and looks.
Until
But some of it's beautiful. Some of it's beautiful, actually. Yeah. Have you seen Mango? You've seen?
Yeah, I saw Mango. I don't know about the song, the sound, but I know what you mean about the aesthetic, because it is so weird, special.
Yeah, it's very It can be quite something.
Yeah.
And I just find it a bit too much for me. Yeah, that's why I've tried to keep this quite simple. Does it look kind of simple? I guess it looks kind of
beautiful.
But it's not too showy, you know? Not that it's nice.
Yeah, you have no Zoe
no
thing here.
No, in Abalone. No.
And Tillman said, "Wow, what a song!
Oh,
speechless."
Thank you. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's very kind.
Beautiful song.
Oh.
How do you start with writing such a song? I know it's always different, but perhaps you can give us an idea where to start, where you have. Is there any interesting story where a song started of yours?
Oh,
you want to play tonight?
A lot of my songs more recently have been more introspective. So they are about life, I think. And I guess with those ones, it's drawing inspiration from things that have happened to me, or things that I've witnessed, or things that I've been a part of. Not always me specifically, but inspired by life anyway, and the experience of life. When I was younger and there was less experience of life, I wrote stories mostly. So there were that one, and the first one that I wrote, they were all things that I was romanticizing, I think, with Gumi. I'm not quite sure how I came up with that idea. I wrote a song called Clockwork at that same time. I won't sing that one because there's loads of high bits and I think my voice is playing up. But that was about being a character being trapped in a music box. And always being brought out to play but then put away again. And there could have been a metaphor with me being a musician at the time, and still am, but I mean feeling like I was struggling internally, and then kind of not being made to. It was my choice, but the times that I could talk about it was through my song. So it was a bit like opening this box and then saying, look at all the things that I'm struggling with. Here's all my problems and things that I want to speak about and talk about, and then it'd be like, oh, okay, and then it's closed again and put away. But again, I didn't come to that conclusion until I was older. I just wrote a song about a music box. And then I think also musical tummy. And then I think also, I'm trying to think if there's any others that had more of a story to it. I usually go into songwriting with a concept or idea about what I feel like I need to write about. So whenever I do in songwriting workshops, I usually try and help people to come to the point in which they know the concept of what they want to write about, because it's so much easier, I think, once you've got an idea of, and we've done this before, when you have either a visualization or a really strong feeling about where you're pulling your inspiration from. Some people it just comes innately and they don't think about it, it just comes out, and that's fine. And then it's just helping them structure that or figure out what it is that they're on about. But quite often, I think, when you're staring at a blank page, it's very much, well, what moves you so much that you would want to create art about it? So it's finding that bit. I usually already know what it is that I want to write about. There's usually something within me that's like, I'm feeling a certain way, or something happened that day that I feel inspired by, and it's triggered some sort of creative idea that I want to capture, and then it's figuring out how best to sculpt that. And then I would usually, with that feeling, knowing what that feeling is, or with that visualization, or even in tandem, I'd sit with my ukulele, and I'd play a few chords that feel like how I'm feeling. Usually. Sometimes I'll sit and I'll play on my uke until I find something that I think sounds nice, and then a feeling comes from that I draw from. But quite often I have the intention first of what it is I want to write about, and then I'll sit down and go, okay. In workshops, I try and break those things apart a little bit, just to give some sort of structure, but really the lyrics and the chords and the feeling kind of come together in one motion when it feels right, and then it's habit, really. It's just getting into the practice of combining these things, but they're good to strengthen and practice and hone each kind of skill. So when they do come together, it's a bit easier to get into, I'd say. I think yeah.
But you figured everything out for yourself, so, or did you have like a mentor like I have now?
No. I did a couple of songwriting courses, but I was already writing by then. It came quite naturally, I'd say. May I have some more?
Of course.
Sorry, thank you.
Here's some grapefruit.
More grapefruit for me. Thank you very much. Lovely.
You
blisters.
also can write your questions to Zoe in the chat, and she tries to answer them.
What was the question you asked me then? Oh, I didn't have any mentors. My mentors were the musicians I listened to.
Yeah.
I think there was, and that's a mixture of artists that I liked that I didn't know, and then older musicians in the music scene that I would meet and listen to. I guess that was the learning. So although I didn't have like a one-on-one until later, and I have had a few of those, but they've always been less so starting from the beginning with how to learn songwriting. It was a lot more like, okay, so now we talk about something and a different way of writing, and for different things, whether it's like less for an art form for yourself, like less for a therapy for yourself, and more for like, oh, this is how to make money. The different avenues of writing songs. But yeah, I think it was my learning came from, my mentors were people that weren't directly mentors, and in the way that they'd sit me down and say, this is what we do, and we go through and whatever, but that they'd just be writers themselves, and I'd be inspired by what they wrote.
Perhaps an example?
So there's a couple of things that I'm reminded of, because you have a lovely rainbow hanging that you guys can't see, but also I'm thinking about who I regularly see in the like Dumfries and Galloway music scene, and it was this lovely woman called Nicola Black, and she wrote a song about a rainbow, and I remember she introduced the open stage, which was at this lovely arts venue called the Cat Strand in Galloway. My voice is awful. Hang on.
Oh. I hope it's only like
now that there's pressure. It's yeah, but she would always introduce the open stage and the acts on the open stage by singing her own songs. And Nicola was, I think when I met her, I don't want to assume, but I think she was in her like late 50s, I'm gonna say, and had a career of music, and was just very she had an unusual way of singing, and she had a very honest way of writing, that was very of the style of kind of older 70s folk, but had this, there was a bit of groove to it. This particular song I'm thinking of did anyway. But she was such a, she was so encouraging of me. And there was quite a few songwriters in the area that were, and they still are, really encouraging of writing your own songs. And I guess I hadn't really thought about it until you asked me then. But yeah, they would be inspirational. They would be people that I would have listened to their music of on a regular basis and gone, okay, so this is why this song is good, you know.
Oh,
sorry. No, it's my fault.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I think it's whenever you hear people playing, and then you, like, on the drive back from, because there's always really long drives to get to any of these events, because we grow up in the middle of nowhere. So I think it was like a 45 minute drive to go just to an open mic. And then on the drive back, you know, me and my parents would talk about the songs, and we'd talk about the people that were there and the things that we liked and disliked about those things. And I think those conversations were a lot more formulative of how I wanted my music to be heard and listened to than I realised, I think. Because that's when you analyse things and you'd figure out what it is that you like and you don't like, and what you enjoyed about listening to other people, and what made a good set, like why you enjoyed so and so set more than you enjoyed somebody else's. And it could have been because they played a load of really slow songs to begin with, or there wasn't any flow to the way that, or they didn't talk in between about anything, or whether they did talk about things, or whether they talked too much, or they over-explain the song, which is such a folky thing to be like, you talk about the song you're about to sing and you explain the whole story for 10 minutes and then sing the song in which it tells the story anyway. Yeah. So all of these things, you know.
Now we can explain the noises. My daughter is making her dinner now, because she has always training until late, football training.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any questions that I don't see without glasses? How do you choose?
Make a good song to cover.
How do you choose, and what makes a good song to cover?
That's a good question, Dad. Thank you.
That's a good transition to
It is,
singing a cover song for us.
Oh, actually, yeah, no, that's a good shout. How do I choose a good cover song? Songs that I know usually songs that I already enjoy listening to and singing. And then I think when I was younger, it was like, what would make, no, I still do this though. I still think of songs and I go, what would be a good one if I did a version of it, and how I'd do it differently. Or what would make it a Zoified cover, or whether with a few songs it's lost the essence of the lyrics. I think can sometimes be lost in the production, and the story of the song can sometimes be lost within the other instrumentation and the musicality of it. It becomes, this single that is easy to grab you, but the actual essence of that story is lost. For example, I won't do it this evening. I think I'll do a different song. But Jolene, you know, Dolly Parton's Jolene, is a good example of that, because it's such a sad story, but it's always sang with a bit of like, now it's like and you lose exactly.
It's always like a bit like Western.
It's more the you don't listen to the lyrics, or you don't end up singing the lyrics in any authentic way, so that story is kind of lost, I feel anyway. I think that's being realised a bit more now. That's the joy of the internet. People can talk about stuff a bit more. Yeah, I think I choose things that I feel like either it's just plainly because I enjoy playing them and I realised that actually they sound great on baritone. Like the
yeah, that's beautiful. I have to check if we are allowed enough.
like this. I heard an acoustic version of Hold On. I was like, oh, that's such a nice song. And then I went and found the tabs for it, and it was all on the top 4 strings. I was like, oh, it's a baritone ukulele song. That's so easy. I can learn to play that. I could do that one. That one's not too high. Oh, I'm sorry about my...
No, I'm sorry that that you. And one question to the audience: are you like? Is it the sound? Is it good, or do you hear everything? Or because I don't know if we are too quiet. And there are some people here around us, so I don't know if it's too loud. And yeah, you can have some. You can write in the chat if everything's fine with the sound. Perfect. Okay,
Yay.
That's good. That's good. Thank you, Jörg.
Hold on, John, hold on, it's gonna be alright. You're gonna win the fight. Hold on, Yoko, hold on, it's gonna be alright. You're gonna make the flight. When you're by yourself and there's no one else, you just have yourself. So you tell yourself to hold on. Hold on, world, hold on, it's gonna be alright. You're gonna see the light. When you're one, really one, will you get things done like they've never been done? So hold on. I should have played Guaranteed. I just realised that now.
You can still play it. Yeah, that's my favorite cover song by of yours. Guaranteed, of course. Yeah. So what did you find that in Eddie Vedder's songs?
What do I find in Eddie Vedder's songs?
Yeah, or in this song.
Oh, how did
particular.
I?
Yeah.
Well, that one was when I decided that I really should have some formal lessons with ukulele. I'd been self-taught for a while, and then went.
Ah, no, it's our clock, our
Oh,
bird clock.
I had some. I think I got some funding to go and get some proper lessons for a while. And when I went to the teacher, he was like, I mean, you know how to play the instrument, so I'll just teach you how to play some songs. But so he discovered that Eddie Vedder did well. I think he really liked the film Into the Wild. He was like, you should go watch the film. It's like, okay, and then this song. But it's just because it's a really nice picking pattern because it's
Is this Travis picking? What?
Does it have a word?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Is it?
Is it? I'm
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know. There's a bunch of picking patterns that I didn't realise they had names.
But it's very beautiful. I like it too.
Yeah, it's a really nice.
Yeah.
And it might be a variation of it now that I've played it for so long I've forgotten what it sounds like originally. But yeah, that was, so he taught me that, and I can't remember anything. Oh no. I saw muscle memory. That was the two things I remember him teaching me. Tried to do like any formal stuff, any music theory, and I just it didn't go in. Tried to make it fun, didn't go in. I wasn't interested, I think.
So when you find or everything you use in your songs, you teach yourself.
Yeah, I don't know half the chords I'm playing. I have to put them in on Google. There's this little like ukulele fretboard, and I type in the things.
Ukubuddy?
Yeah,
I always use this one. Oh, what is this chord? Oh,
it's A sus 9. Okay. But yeah, mostly, and then also strange tunings as well. I mean, this is just in DGBE, but I quite often play with a drop D.
My favorite song you're playing in a different tuning, The Grey Skies.
Oh, you like Grey Skies? Oh.
And how do you get then to this? Do you like try and say, oh, this sounds good?
Yeah. I was already in the drop D tuning.
She's so cool, isn't it?
I think it's just experimenting. It's just sitting about and playing a bit.
That's
I think
beautiful,
that's the important
because it's
part.
the essence of playing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so cool, but I love this because you learn normally. I started with the violin. You know that? Yeah, with the violin. Yeah, the violin is a big topic now here, and playing, there is nothing playing there. Yeah, that's so playful.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Your approach is so playful. So you play your instrument.
Yeah.
This is so beautiful because it has like this childlike searching for everything. You know, this without. This has to be a hit, and this has to sound like this.
Yeah, and but that's so important. Because I don't like writing that way, that you think, oh no, this will be for anyone else but you in that moment, I think. And if you go down the songwriting route of, oh, but this is to become a hit, you lose the artistry, I think. I would say. Well, it's a different job. I could do that, but it wouldn't be my song. It wouldn't be a Zoë Bestel song. It would be a Zoë Bestel written song for a project, for something else. It wouldn't be one of mine. I would say, oh, I helped write that, or I was a part of writing that, or I wrote that, but it wouldn't be, oh, that was my song, if that makes sense. I know it's such a small difference between, but I wouldn't claim it as mine. Because it doesn't feel like it's mine. And I think it's dangerous to go into writing for yourself when it's seen as a therapy or an art form, with the intention that this will eventually be either just to make money or for someone else. I think you, if you find yourself on a slippery slope, I would say anyway. But that is my opinion. Yeah, it's important to keep making for yourself, I think. Yeah.
And then it's art, and then you are the channel where this art came through, and not like some instrument.
It's true. if you have a song that ends up becoming a hit, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did you, because I have to admit, I struggle a lot about writing in my mother language, because everyone tell me I have to write in German.
Yes.
And
you do.
you do. Yeah, I know. But with the English, as you know, that I cannot speak English so well, I have this playful approach, because for me it's
true.
This word sounds beautiful. And then I go to Zoë and as I ask, can I say it like this? And she said, yeah, perhaps, but no, but this is good. This is good, because I have no critic in my head that says, oh, this is cheesy, oh, this is stupid, oh, this is silly, oh, this is this.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have that with German, and now I want to know, how can I like mute this critic? How can I mute these voices in my head to make this? Yeah, I want also be silly. I want to be playful. You know, to have the same approach. I cannot do this.
I think, and maybe you have to imagine that you're writing with yourself as a child.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to think of the critic as when it criticizes you, it's criticizing you as a child, and the older version of you needs to go, no. let
the child do.
Yeah, let her play.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful image. That's so beautiful. Thank you.
I hope that helps.
Yeah.
I think so. I see that seems to be a thing at the moment online. It's like, don't be hard on yourself because you're being hard to this person, and it's like a baby photo or like a picture of you as a kid. It's like, that's who you're saying all these things to. Keep that in mind, you know. You still have all those versions of yourself within you. Yeah, I guess it's tapping into that before whatever critique came in, when you would just allow yourself to have fun, because you play with other types of art, you know, you experiment with other things, and you allow yourself to do that. But there's obviously something, I think it's because you see the value in it, and that you get a lot of enjoyment and fulfillment from a specific type of art form, that instead of it still being a playful thing, you have this little thought that says, oh, but you could make it better, because you want it to be good. So it's a difficult balance between those things. I try not to allow too much critical thought in whilst in the process of making. When I'm done, I can critique it all I want. when it's done and out of me, and I've like gotten rid of it and gone, oh, I did that thing, and then go, oh, why did I do that? At least I got it out, you know, and I can deal with the consequences afterwards. But in that moment, if I kept it in and was like, no, I can't be this thing, I'm not, you're then not able to express it, and I feel like that's worse. You're holding on to all these things, whereas they need to come out in some way, and what better way than writing in a language that comes to you. In the innate way of expressing yourself, there isn't any. Maybe that's why it's easier in English too, because there's that wall where the critique in German would be is the actual thought process of how do I say this and that. So there's a challenge there. So maybe it's that you need a challenge for your songwriting. Maybe you need instead of it just sitting down in the way that I've said, that you have that feeling and then you write whatever it is. Maybe with specifically German. For yourself anyway, it's that there's some sort of task that lets that critical thought be the one that's being analytical about the the challenge that you set. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that you've given that something to do.
So something to do, so I can play.
Yeah.
You get this.
Yeah.
Let me play.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
that's
that
a
would
good
work.
idea. Yeah.
Okay.
You see, we are quite in a songwriting session. That no, we did not forget you.
I'm zoned in.
We can have a look to the chat. Are these their songs that you really love but don't like to cover? And if so, why? If it's not too personal.
Oh, it's because I feel like I can't do them justice. There's a bunch of songs. I keep being asked to play Guinevere, thank you, Guinevere by Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, but I need like 3 other people to do that with, and the guitar part's so intricate. I'd have to sit and properly learn it, so I've put it off. But I do love the song, and there'll be other ones like that, I'm sure. Songs of mine songs that I love but haven't covered. Oh yeah, I mean there's songs that, like, one of my favourite songs when I was a teenager was Pink Floyd's Goodbye Blue Sky. Did you see the frightened ones? Did you hear the falling bombs? Did you ever wonder why we had to run for shelter when the promise of a brave new world unfurled beneath a clear blue sky? That melody line run is so cool, and I used to listen to it and be like, this is so cool. And I'd never cover that because I wouldn't know how, but I did. It's a lie. I did cover it. I did a version of it. I did like what did I do? I'm sure it was in this tuning. I did like a mixture of Goodbye Blue Sky and Comfortably Numb, but it doesn't sound anything like the originals. But it's just because I had like, there it is. Yeah, I thought it sounded a bit like it. Do you know the song?
When I listen to it, I know it, I think,
like
but I cannot remember.
Did you see the frightened ones? Did you hear the falling bombs? Did you ever wonder why we had to run for shelter when the promise of a brave new world unfurled beneath clear blue sky? And then I mashed it with but it's like nothing like the original, but it's just it sounded a little bit like it. And then there was what it was like, look mommy, there is an aeroplane up in the sky. And then I got my pedal out and I did like loads of this, look mommy, aeroplane up in the sky. Yeah, exactly, yeah. So that was a lie. I do end up covering songs that I think like I can't cover, but that was only because I was messing around one day and I just really liked.
Beautiful.
And it just about sounds similar. Just about. And then I was like, this sounds like that song. Yeah. I hope that answered your question. I don't think it did actually. I think it's a bunch of other. It mostly is just if there's too much production or trying to think if there's any others that I just decided not to. I don't do songs that I feel like I sound too similar to the artist of. So I tried not to do a bunch of. Do you know the artist Feist? Mm-hmm. So I really liked one of her songs called So Sorry, and I enjoyed covering it, but it was very much like I'm not going to do another cover because I felt like our voices are so tonally similar. And for a really long time I didn't even listen to Joni Mitchell because whenever I played gigs, people would say, it reminds me of whoever. Okay. So they'd like list people like Sandy Denny and Joni Mitchell. Who else did I used to get? PJ Harvey for a while. Katie Lang. I didn't listen to any of these acts because I was like, oh no, they'll influence me too much. Which is such a bizarre thing. Because Joni Mitchell's so distinct. Yeah. There's no way that...
Yeah. But I like your Joni Mitchell cover too.
Thank you. Yeah. That's,
What do you want to play us? we want another song.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How many more songs would you like me to play?
How many more songs? How long have we been here already? For a long time.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any questions? No. So we have a song. We have perhaps 2 more songs. 1 song and then a last song. And you can think about questions. And I have another question that I ask you after I played.
Well, I'll play Utopia.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody about permaculture today. I think it was my friend. We were talking about this new kind of cooperative agriculture thing in Berlin that they've just signed up for, in which they volunteer. They have to volunteer for like 6 to 8 days a year, and in return they get discounted vegetables that they helped make, which is really nice. I think there needs to be... This was me having a conversation with a friend of mine who's from Manchester, who's moved to Berlin, and we were talking about politics and the difference between the countries at the moment, and how we feel like there's a lack of community, and that although there is community, we covered many topics thinking about it now, but the main thing was that we really there's a importance for group singing, and I was talking about yodeling, and there was the importance of group singing, and I was talking about how I feel that, I don't want to get too political, but instead of there being although it's different in Germany, but national service in the UK is very much army-based. I said there needs to be more understanding of where food is from. It would make sense to me that to still get all the benefits of like the kind of what people would that are pro this would say, it's all about structure and having regiment and being in tune with time and the valuing of time and scheduling and whatever. Gardening would be a really amazing skill to have and would connect people to the land and where their food comes from. Anyway, so I should add a whole new verse to Utopia. But Utopia is... Utopia is my mantra for a better world, I guess. And although the idea of utopia is something that is kind of out of reach, I don't feel like it is. So these are simple concepts that I feel could be adopted, I guess, yeah. Assisted by our friends beneath, nourishing our souls and soil. Cherish the cycle in which we are born. Listen to John when he tells you to imagine. Simple but strong, we all act with good intention. From the garden we will eat. Take a breath and feel release. Observe with virtue, help it grow. Heaven is this earth we are on. We are all one with divine love and expression of harmonious song to sustain living's creation. We are here, Utopia. Be here now. We are here, Utopia. Be here now.
Oh, wonderful.
Aw.
So beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's a beautiful mantra. It's a beautiful wish to the world you gave us here for healing world. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Oh, I'm glad that comes
That's
across.
so important.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, Zoe, what is about your future? Tell us a bit. Where can we listen to your songs live or online?
true.
Or where can we? Yeah.
I'm on all social media. I wish I wasn't, but I am.
And we have to do a whole other
Yeah.
Plausch about
We can
that.
talk about that at a different time. Yeah, no, I'm mostly Instagram, but my mailing list definitely. So Zoë Bestel. Oh, there's so many nice people that are saying nice
Yeah.
things. Thank you. So yeah.
Wunderschön. Yay.
Yay.
Wunderschön.
Aw.
Wonderful.
Oh, thank you. You can find me zoebestel.co.uk. Oh, thank you. And then also I think
No, I'm here.
yeah. Oh, it's my big face. Yeah.
Where's your website? Here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Um,
I give you the link.
woohoo! So there, I have a mailing list there. Utopia is there. I need to put my new single there as well. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I have a new single called Another Chai Morning, which I sung at the beginning, and that's on Spotify, etc., etc. I am working towards a new album, so I've got a whole new album to come out. It's going to be called Reverence.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is new. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yep, this is what it's called.
Wow.
I had a moment in my head then, I was like, what am I calling it? But yeah, that's what it is. And hopefully that'll be the end of this year. So, yeah, that'll be nice. Oh, yeah, you can't.
This is so weird to have us, because we see us here live and there with a delay.
Yeah, so that is what hopefully I'll be touring more, and I'll be coming back to Germany, I'm sure.
Do you have any dates?
Not yet, no, but I will do, I'm sure.
So you have to come to Poznan.
Oh
next
yeah,
weekend.
you have to come to Poznan.
In Poland, we go to Poznan together, and on Friday evening you have a concert there.
Friday evening and Sunday, you said?
I think we are on Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, they also want me late on Friday.
And you give a workshop there?
I don't think
No?
so.
Okay, good.
I hope.
No, you won't. I'm not sure about all these information that it's okay. It will be fun. Yeah,
it will be fun. It'll be nice. I've never been to Poland before, so that would be nice.
It's the first time in Poland. Yeah. Oh, we need to eat naleśniki, białe pancakes with
Gesundheit.
with white cheese.
Okay.
So
pancakes
delicious.
with white cheese.
Yeah. With this fresh white cheese.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. These are like tastes from my childhood.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Oh, so nice. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you for hosting, Peter. Thank you.
Oh.
All the best for both of you. Yeah, we have already people are saying
goodbye.
Bye. So we need to come to an end. But this is such a beautiful evening.
we can still talk.
We can still talk. Yeah.
Don't need you guys. It's fine.
And if you have any questions to Zoe, please write in the chat or write how they can reach out for you, like on your website,
on my
on
website,
your Instagram.
Both of those.
And
things,
the Team Bestel.
Yes, of course. Yeah,
tell
I should
us
do.
about the Team Bestel.
So I you know of Patreon, but I built my own, which is Team Bestel, teambestel.co.uk. But yeah, it's a lovely community of people that are really, really kind, and they get to find out about all behind the scenes things before anyone else, and they'll get
the songs you don't want to.
Oh, and the songs that I don't share anymore. Yeah, and the songs that I don't put out yet. Yeah, they get to see all that. That's a good thing. Yeah.
But it's good that you say that you're not proud yet, because I also had a song that I was not proud of, and I thought it would be too silly, but now I like it a lot. But it's like 1 or 2 years ago.
It takes time, you know.
It
does. Yeah, I might come back to it. I might do something else with some of them, but they feel really teenagery to me.
Yeah.
They feel really like cutesy, you know.
What a great Plausch, yeah.
Oh, Charlotte! Yay!
Oh, Charlotte!
That's so nice.
That's
you
so
should
nice.
be here.
Yeah, here's a place for
Charlotte's
you.
space.
I can bring you beer.
I've had most of my Radler. Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah. Do you want me to finish off? Do you want me to sing again?
A last song, but first you have to do the raffle.
The raffle.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
of course.
I hope all the 4 of you put the grapefruit in the chat are still there, and then we make it like this. Yeah.
Oh, well done for remembering all this. I was not thinking. I'd forgotten about the raffle.
You pick a.
Okie dokie. It is. Yeah.
Jörg. Jörg.
Oh, nice. You asked loads of lovely questions as well. Yay.
Jörg
okay.
from Switzerland.
From Switzerland.
Yeah.
Oh, fab. Okay, do you want a tree or a... Oh, yeah. We can... do you want a tree or an ukulele? I know that you might not be able to see these so well, but there's the...
Oh, Charlotte wants to be here.
We'll beam you in. Or this one. They will look better when they're done.
Did you see above Alma's bed there was the tree?
Oh, that was hand drawn though.
Yeah,
that
that
one.
was
Yeah.
Special. We won this too in the Raffle.
Okay, yeah, that's so true. Oh.
Luke says
ukulele, love,
ukulele.
yes,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
Okie dokie, I'll
Yeah.
make sure.
Cool.
And I'll sign it as well. Fab. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Our last song. Thank you
Yeah.
so much that you spent this evening with us and that you,
Oh, it's my pleasure.
share
Thank you
your
for having
music and your wisdom
Aw.
and your laughter and everything and
me.
your,
Oh,
yeah.
well,
all
thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a very new song. This is my new one that won't be released for ages now. But I've been playing it loads and I really like it. So, and every time I play it, I feel a little bit more like I'm in the groove with it. So with Levy on percussion.
Yeah.
In the back.
Levy is eating the last
paprika
bit of
crisps. Yeah.
crisps.
They're really good. They are really good though.
Yeah.
I have some hummus in the fridge. You can dip if you want. Are they gone now? Have you eaten them all? Have you eaten them all?
Did you finish?
Oh,
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
You play one last song.
Yeah.
Oh, Zoe plays one last song.
So this is called All the Love.
Oh.
I'm painfully aware that my purpose is so much more than a partner in my feel whole somehow in my own heart, and that I'm worthy, though it's hard, that simply as I am, I can be all that I need to be. And I can love all that I can be, which lets me love all that you've been to me, so we can be all that we can be.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yay!
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, more people here. To listen to. Oh,
Thank you.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, first, I want to. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
I wanted to look. The drawing would be a birth card for my big child. The big child is he will be the grandfather. So it's
Okay, he's a grandchild.
the
Yeah.
grandchild.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
Because
that's
they
so
give
nice.
Good night songs in the cuddly for that. I myself.
Oh, thank you,
This is
everybody.
How you come
And hello to Mum and Dad
yeah.
in Scotland.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh, that's so lovely. Yay! Okay.
Thank you, Zoe.
Thanks
this
for having
wonderful
me.
evening, and thank you that you were here, and have a nice evening or a good night. And if you watch this in replay, then have
Hello.
a good have a good morning or day. I have to thank you for this wonderful evening.
Oh.
Mom says hello too. It
Oh,
was great and inspiring. Thank you very much, and have a good trip, both of you.
Ah,
to
thank
Poland.
you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh,
And
thank
yeah.
you. Yay!
Bye. Goodbye. Yeah.
Ah, lovely.